Sorry, I went a little over the top with that last bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was just too good to resist.
Oh man!
Rocket launcher.
Hey,
Rocket.
hey, why
launcher.
did you release Toy Phone's Bankai?
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies.
We haven't even started yet, and already Cheadle has taken over for Jim Carrey.
Yes. Yes.
Oh boy! God dang it, Don Cheadle.
So yes, welcome back to the Mehvies, and today we're doing 2020's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which
It's
is
hard
the
to
final
believe that
nail
this
in
film-
Harley Quinn's coffin.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that this film started off as, oh dear God, they're going to mess everything up. And then, thankfully, they changed it.
After we finish watching this movie, we gotta watch the original trailer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually have that saved because I used that as part of my my Netflix Devil May Cry video.
Speaking of that, has anybody watched through that slop fest?
No, but since unfortunately we had a couple of people
I enjoy
drop out
Skittles,
last night,
thank you.
But
I
gotta be watching it tonight now.
I enjoy Skittles,
As soon as I get
thank you.
Just as soon as we get done here, I'm gonna boot up Netflix, and anybody who's left over is free to join me. But regardless of what's happening, I'm doing that today. Whether it's
I enjoy Skittles, thank you, but you know what? I'll try the M&Ms
I'm
once.
a wild berry guy.
all right.
Fair enough.
Well, yep. And by the way, it's pretty obvious the main edits that I've done to this poster. You know, this Don Cheadle, Captain Falcon, Ned Leeds, and
Ned.
Radigan. Try
Yep,
fucking
nice
going
to see
around.
Radigan. I believe he's on one of the missiles.
No, that would have been too obvious. Anyways, you can find him in your own time because we are going to be getting started in a 3, a 2, and a 1.
So fun fact, when me and my real life friends ended up going to see, it's like we haven't missed a single one of these movies.
Yeah. No, this is turned into
And one of those being Fran, of course. Or
Look at all those Sega
Hey,
games.
Virtual Fighter,
Soccer Wars.
2.
Yakuza,
Oh,
Jet
no,
Set
Sonic
Radio.
Crazy
Thankfully,
Taxi.
Soccer
we pan
Wars
out.
is right there.
Yeah.
Ayo.
It's
We pan out
funny.
from a good Sonic game.
It's funny how the presentation is only slightly higher resolution than the original games were in.
So now we get a bit of a Mehvies Ray opening.
Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
I'm here in this. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Jim Carrey.
Sonic, do I look like I'm on DeviantArt right now? Or for Affinity? Or E621?
No, but I bet the movie director has.
I would hope not.
I sometimes
In
get,
fact, Jeff Fowler has actually worked on Sonic the Hedgehog prior to this.
Yep.
I believe he worked on Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Yep.
This is Green Hill Zone.
And it looks
Also,
dope.
hi Sonic Mania opening.
Little baby Sonic the Hedgehog.
Some people
Yeah.
will
Yep.
know Ben Schwartz, or it's for a role in a office sitcom where he would tell this guy named Doug to quote shut the fuck up.
And then he became the Blue Man.
Yep.
Leon,
So, Baby Sonic or Baby
DuckTales,
Mario?
right?
Baby Sonic is
Baby
not
Sonic.
a burden.
Do you know the way?
Oh no.
The echidnas.
Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
No, those aren't arrows. Those are
I wish
those
I
aren't
could,
arrows. Those are spit.
I wish I could find that video. Oh, because that was a great video.
Now, I like Longclaw, but I am a little bit disappointed that it wasn't Uncle Chuck, but apparently Sega doesn't let him get used anymore.
Just get over it, Sega. Fuck.
Even though they own
Yeah,
it.
I know. Look, man. I mean, I know people hate the Archie stuff, but they had some good ideas. That they could
No,
have
you
kept
don't
it.
even see Archie.
Do you
stuff.
know
Just hate
the way?
some of the people that are behind it.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you know the way?
Spit on him! Spit on him! Spit on him!
The
Spit on
Archie
spit!
comics
Spit!
are kinda-
Spit on him!
Spit, spit, spit! Only on the queen!
Formative.
Where's the queen?
You know?
Yeah.
Where's the queen?
Spit on him! Spit on him! Spit! Spit on him! Spit on him!
That's
Spit on
it.
him! Spit on him! Spit on him!
Yeah.
But yeah, Sega really
Yeah.
needs to get over the fucking comics and cartoon show and just add them to the canon.
Yeah, Choco.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do that with the IDWs, I think, kind of.
Like, how long do we
Yeah.
have to wait until Sally Acorn is officially canon in a fucking game or a movie?
Welcome to Green
When
Hill.
they get
Montana,
real
with
desperate.
Open bar,
Oh, hi, Cyclops.
who is not getting royally cucked in this movie.
No. Our history of watching movies on YouTube essentially amounts to James Marsden getting cheated on by white women, and, once he goes black, he can't go back.
Oh.
Didn't he also hang out,
Didn't he do what now?
Hop, but with a hedgehog?
Hey,
The Easter Bunny movie.
Oh,
who would later
Just
become a more beloved character after the Knuckles show.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hop, the Easter Bunny movie.
Turtle!
0.1 mile an hour.
Oh, at least we know how fast it is.
Yeah. That's about the extent of this day.
I guess this is what happens when he stopped dating Giselle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he ends up dating Indina Menzel in that movie.
Oh,
I've
God.
been dreaming of a. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong character.
I was about to say, he was not in that movie. Otherwise,
Yes, he
I'd be
was.
going crazy.
What?
This is kind
Oh,
of
what?
What do you think I was referencing?
Has anybody
Of
seen
course
I
I was
knew
referencing
what you were
Enchanted.
referencing.
with
I
Robert
didn't.
Redford?
Gizmo, I know you were
I knew-
referencing Enchanted, and Indina
I
Menzel
knew you were
was in
referencing.
it.
Damn you. Huh. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched Enchanted, so.
Huh.
The
I'll
second,
take that.
Purpose.
the second is forgettable.
There's a second movie?
Yeah. Again, it's forgettable.
A
God
duck
damn.
There was a violent gang shooting involving a duck.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
The
Howard
duck's
was
name
Howard.
is I was going to say the duck's name is Howard.
And
At least
now
it
we're
wasn't a
back.
swan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sonic doesn't have his, I
Yes,
guess,
the
iconic shoes
model
yet.
that people would love. Of
The sky like a tiger, defying the laws
Laws
of
of
gravity.
Turtles.
I'm a racist.
The turtle's just awestruck.
Like letting a diver.
Oh my god.
I gotta
Oh,
go. Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
There's no stopping
There's no stopping me.
Burning through the skies
I think this is the second time we've heard this song on our commentaries.
and thus that
I like that the
would go
turtle's
home to
shaking.
Yeah, that turtle would go home
He's
to
like-
his three brothers and would say, "You're never gonna believe this."
Yeah.
And that turtle would later become Leonardo in the Rise of Ninja Turtles movie shows.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up halfway up the neck. It is an inflatable guitar, but
Hey,
That
decent
that
comic.
makes sense for
Of
him to
course
be a
he
fan
loves
of the
the
Flash.
Of course he would.
But he's got.
The drawing machine.
Ow!
Wow.
I like how his Karate Kid
Kind of makes
hat-
sense that he's into the Flash.
Yeah, you see how his
I'm-
Karate Kid headband has the
Well, Hilltop.
Hilltop
He has
Road.
the
Karate Kid
Oh.
headband has the opening title.
Did they ever
sequence
explain
on-
where the heck they got Sonic gets his rings?
Oh, the Saturn's crossed out.
Yeah.
The
That's
Saturn.
the Saturn logo, yeah.
It's the Saturn logo.
Oh, the Sega Saturn. Oh.
I would too.
Is that a Mario pun?
People think that that's
No,
actually a
one of
dig
the
at
worlds
Mario.
from- that's one of the worlds
Yeah, and
from
I know
Sonic the
that's-
Hedgehog 3.
I
Yeah,
know.
Mushroom
I know
Hill
it's
Zone?
Mushroom Hill.
Yeah, but a lot of people think
Everyone
that's
loves
just
Mushroom Hill, though.
a lot of people think that's a dig at Mario because mushrooms and Mario, ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
they're
I mean,
rivals
everyone
and
loves
shit.
Mushroom.
Way
Yeah,
better
because
than Chris
everyone loves
Thorndike.
Mushroom. Yep.
I'm-
Eh,
So kind of surprised
Howard.
that Disney let them make that reference.
Mm-hmm.
He
honestly,
forgot Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Estimus.
should have. I mean,
Sanic.
there it
I
is.
love
Sanic,
the way
yep.
they incorporated
That is.
Sanic.
Sanic.
How did
Excuse
Black
me. Excuse me. Have you seen this hedgehog? Ah!
God damn.
I know you're out there, and I know you're no. No, I'm not.
Wait.
Keanu will eventually.
Oh, well,
become
you
your
know,
best
it's Shadow the
Foreshadowing.
Hedgehog. Damn.
I don't
Man,
even know what's
man,
even
poor-
okay.
yeah, I mean, he's been here for, I don't know, I'm gonna get
Dude,
10-ish
it's a
years?
closed window on the other side of the house.
I like
I
how
think it was
I mean, I don't
holes
know.
in
I
his-
like
in
how
the soles of
natural
his
the wear
shoes.
is on Sonic's shoes too, because that's exactly the same kinds of spots that my shoes wear in. I just never let them get that far before I throw them away.
Yeah.
He looks so small in this
He
movie
wouldn't.
compared to every other film.
I know.
I mean, to be fair,
He
he
is
was
like-
fair. I mean, to be
he's
fair, we
like
don't
a-
know a time frame of each movie. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
going
he
to
is-
take a while guessing, say, around 14-ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's probably about 14 right here.
And I
Which
think
maybe
by the
about
time we get to, like,
16,
movie... I'm
17 by Sonic 3.
going to assume each spot... Like, movie...
Get out of there, trash pandas.
So I'm going to assume by the time we got to
I'm trying to remember-
Sonic 3, he was probably
there
around
any-
16.
I'm trying to remember if there are any raccoons in the
Sonic?
Sonic. Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, yes, there was. Yes, there was.
There was
Rush
there?
Avenger. Yeah, Marine the raccoon.
Oh, right. I forgot about her.
Can't believe
Yeah.
they
Sonic
ended up
Adventure.
making a character out of a trash panda.
She kind of sucked. Too bad she sucked.
Sha-
nobody
the
liked her.
art- There was then, and then in the Archie's comics, she ends up revealing to Shadow that she has no idea how to help him get back.
Ah.
And thus we got the greatest shadow face ever.
Ah.
That's the one good thing I'll say about
I
Marine.
do- I do like that
Yeah.
she actually prepared.
Yeah,
Oops.
I love their relationship.
Good girlfriend.
I do too.
Because Maddie's
I never thought I would like the human character of the Sonic movie, but you know what? After
Yeah,
3
they
movies,
actually-
I'm like, you know what? I'm happy.
Zillow.com.
yeah, because I remember
Like, dang.
Chris Thorndike, for as much as Sonic X has some importance to me as a series.
It's
Um,
alright, yeah, like, you can riff on Chris. I riff on Chris
I don't even
all the
dislike
time.
Chris as a character, but like him and
I
his, him
do.
and his family kind of took up a bit more screen time than they should have.
That's exactly why we don't like
They
him.
took up more
And then there
time
was
than
the
they
whole-
should
And
have.
then good.
And then there was the whole
And then there's the
Oh.
tournament arc for some reason.
No, he's not a bad
Yeah.
character. It's just they kept on focusing on more on the humans than they did the
yeah.
the
Yeah.
the
But
Mobians.
I like how
I mean, he did try to keep Sonic from going home during that weird half finale.
I really wish he leaned to that tournament arc though.
He got older, and then he got younger when we got to space stuff.
Mm-hmm.
well,
And then there was that
We-
weird ass
in
tournament
season
arc
two.
they were in.
Mm.
Like
We need to move
exterior-
out of this neighborhood. I mean,
Man,
the
the
plumber,
Sonic
the plumber
battle
hates me.
arc of Sonic
Bandicoot's
X
keep invading my
was weird.
trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
They keep crashing them even.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the
I'm sorry,
Sonic
Green
battle
Hole.
arc of Sonic X was weird.
Ah!
Ooh, excuse me.
Hey, donut.
Little donut, buddy. Don't make sure the animals come in to eat that thing.
They sell those as toys at the police station.
Mm-hmm.
They should. I think, if I remember
Donut
correctly,
man.
the pink donut with sprinkles wasn't really a big thing nationwide until
The Simpsons.
wasn't it? Yeah.
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 It was so not a big deal up until the movie came out too, where they started selling them at like a
Now,
special like promotion.
hey guys. Look
The
at that, a
Simpsons.
CGI character.
You guys
with
heard that thing's gonna get.
good lighting on him.
You guys heard that
Yep.
Simpsons getting renewed for more seasons until
Oh.
40.
What is?
Oh god.
The
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Yeah, of
The
course it
Simpsons.
is.
We're gonna do this until we're 90.
Well, they're getting
By
up
the way-
there.
When we all turn 90, the Simpsons will still be there.
Corporate greed.
Short.
I'd rather have the
Let's play
Simpsons than
the
the
game
American
online Sonic. But
No, I
staring him
wanna-
down at the
But
pictures
hey, at
behind
least-
those fearsome South
hey, at
Lawn
least South
Green
Park
Hills
is getting
is
another
also
season.
Sonic.
This is how I used to play chess with myself.
Yeah.
Hey, man, true. I used to do that with
Hit it to
myself
guy on
whenever I
left.
played.
He's a real space case. I can't with that guy. About a second me out of Sonic. Wing better Sonic.
By the way, can I just say that this is actually a really good rendition of Sonic in CGI, but especially in live action?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
And Sonic
that's
is
something I
using
wanted
Thank
to
his
mention.
God.
and Sonic is
Because-
using his
yeah.
super speed to occupy multiple spaces at once.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to mention.
I mean,
is that,
again, this is.
this movie is 5 years old. Snow White
Same.
came out this month, and Sonic, well, he looks better than everything in that film.
And,
That
I mean, we've
that's
heard this
so
whole
sad.
is depressing.
he got so lost in it that he forgot that he was alone.
By himself.
All by myself.
Yeah, and this, by the way,
Oh.
I'd also like to praise this design for Sonic, which was something they had to redo for everybody.
Yes.
because a
Yes.
whole bunch of people cynically said that
Thank God.
the original
Oh,
design was just
oh
a
my.
ploy. No. I've seen the previs, I've seen the merchandise. This had to be redone. The
Yep.
fact that Sonic's eyes are divided down the center
Shockwave.
really makes him work in live action, because the mono eye thing is, for as much as that's one of Eggman's satellites.
Right?
People have theorized that the mono eye thing was actually just a big light glass piece he wears, just for wind resistance against his eyes.
That would have actually made some degree of sense. Yeah.
They even made a comic on it. It was like, oh, what? Oh, it's not one eye. So he takes out
Yeah.
like the entire white part, and you see like beady eyes, and it's like nothing but blue instead of white.
Yeah.
And you
he
see him like carrying the white part, explaining that
looks
it's like
a
an
hedgehog.
actual
Yeah.
like goggle or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like the model eye thing on Sonic's design, and this applies to every design of Sonic. It's something you never notice until it's pointed out.
Yeah.
It's unique. I think it's unique enough
It's
that
unique.
people don't really like give it second thought.
It was the 1st
Mhm.
thing he said to
Yeah,
do.
it's like one of those things like
God
you don't
damn it,
really
Wade.
notice it and you just forget about it until it's pointed out.
Well, I mean, Wade is remembering the exact order in which he used to do things.
He just doesn't remember everything else.
Yeah.
He's a legendary
stick the-
warrior, not one with a great memory.
Hey, Commander Walters.
Don't stick that up your nose.
Hey, well,
And Jerry
Hey!
Shaw.
Hello.
hey,
It's
One of the
Grounder.
other- and Eggman in the Sonic Underground.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
geez.
Snooping as usual, I see, Hedgehog.
Good old gun. Man.
Tom
I
Butler
remember
is,
when I first
Commander
introduced the
Walters.
gun. Once I
This is a great way to describe Dr. Robotnik, too.
Yep. We are told about
Yep.
this, and then we are shown his demeanor
I
or
also
later down the
Yeah.
line.
I also like how they don't mention his name until here. Because it makes it seem a bit more natural, right? Because everybody here knows who he is. Everybody here would have a reason to know who he is, and they're just like, no, 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 no.
I do like that they
Hi,
made
hi,
the
Galvatron.
controls for the drones.
Yeah.
Oh,
part of it is
and
like,
there's Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, this is the closest
hey,
thing
Dum.
we'll ever get to a Marvel Transformers crossover is
Dum Dum Dugan. I mean
Dum-
Bison. I mean, wait a minute.
yeah, is Irish
look,
young
it's Hal.
Bison, and yeah, that
Dum
truck
Dugan.
was Galvatron.
and our first Eggman design. Before
Hey,
he was
Jim.
bald, before he was fat.
Hey,
There's
Jim
the best.
Jerry.
And there's the best
And
ever
Agent
Eggman,
Stone.
Agent Stone.
Yep. And by the way, Tom Hulkenberg reusing the Sonic Saddam theme for Robotnik here.
Nope. Wrong.
Yeah.
I'm in charge. Me. I'm in charge. Never seen anything like this before. This is
God.
A
You know,
little full of
let's,
hungry little
okay,
monkey.
let's give our props to Agent
Okay.
Stone, man. I did not expect Agent Stone to be so like.
based on the level of critical importance. Use very able to ask to quantify. Agent Stone.
Ha!
Ha!
Yeah, see,
Man,
something
Agent
like that
Stone,
is
man.
actually unique.
I did
kinda
not
think
expect
it
to like
fits
Agent Stone as much as I did over these
Get it.
two movies, but
Botnik.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name? Nobody cares. Cares. Listen to me.
I'm getting straight up some call me Johnny and Ted arguments. It's like, Dad, nobody cares!
I'm trying to get a good look at the things on his arms because I'm pretty sure.
Bennington is basically Ted and Johnny's Eggman.
Why are you spoiling Charlotte's Web for me?
I'm not.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, would you
Yeah,
look
the
at
funny-
that? CGI that looks better than everything that's happened in Thor: Love and Thunder and Captain America 4 and
I'll be right back.
half
Okay.
of the 90% of the things Disney has put out since this film came out. Excuse me.
Yeah. We
I
will
feel
dunk
like-
on Disney when we do.
I feel like Disney has definitely took a huge shit in quality over the years.
Well, they got
Yeah,
too many
no
projects,
duh.
too many
Not to
changes
be an asshole, but no shit.
that need to come out too quickly. And the guys who did this also did The Lion King 2019, and well, Disney didn't pay them in time, and they had to shut down. I believe they had to get a
Ouch.
different effects
Damn.
house to do Sonic 2, the Knuckles show, and of course Sonic 3. But yeah, that
Wow, nice.
that Freightliner
Can't
right
wait
there
till Sonic
was
4.
Galvatron in Transformers 4.
Can't wait until I
Nice.
see Sonic 4 where
Damn.
people bitch that he's not fast enough. Oh wait, that's not the movie, that's the game.
Wow, nice nice van you got there.
That's super speed for you. That's a super speed spare paradox for you. Make them too fast, and it'll become
What?
too OP. Make them not fast enough, then people start questioning it.
I like how
ICW flag.
yeah. I like how he doesn't even
Fastest
have
man
to
alive,
go.
alive my ass.
He doesn't even have to say anything. He just looks at him and was like, "What?"
He just has like the blank stare.
The expressions. It's amazing to.
That's his expression. Hmm?
It's amazing that we can compare the Sonic the Hedgehog movie favorably to, major Hollywood productions that are allegedly made by professionals. and
Massive air quotes on the
say-
professionals.
Yes. And say, Sonic is like a better baseline than your average film these days.
Damn shame.
Busted out old
no
CRT.
mushroom. Not gonna say mushroom help.
How
Or
many?
mushroom belly.
It's howdy doody.
How much are you gonna bet they're
time.
gonna try to find Sonic under there? His home.
I really like that they did not leave the rings out of the equation.
Yeah. Apparently, Sega doesn't allow
Yeah.
the rings to be used as currency anymore. They have to only be, like, magical power stuff.
That's stupid.
You know,
It's
I
part of
did kind of notice that. Because I did notice recent games stopped
Rachel.
doing that.
As part of their mandate... mandates, apparently they're also...
Natasha Rothwell plays Rachel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Apparently they're also not allowed to have any kind of money on Mobius at all anymore. Or, Sonic's World, whatever the hell it's called. Hey, I have part of that Lego set. I found it in somebody's garbage.
And again, I mean, considering how the comics are, with how they literally said Sonic cannot cry,
Yeah, well that's been a problem
Which
since
thank-
the fucking
which
Archie
thankfully one of the
comics,
comics did manage to do a workaround of where it did kind of made Sonic cry, but also not.
Girl,
Oh,
how
my
did
gosh.
it-
Fuck your mama.
Up there's
I-
Bender.
Hey, Jedi.
Hello. You're only
Oh, hey, Bender.
we're
Bender.
approximately 24 minutes in.
Okay, cool.
And things have only
Mushrooms.
just begun
Sonic
to
already
kick off.
caused a
power outage.
Power outage, and well,
He's
Dr.
about to get
Robotnik is hunting him.
tranquilized.
Oh, I'm here for this thing.
Yep. Yep.
Meow.
Meow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow.
I like how this scene was essentially single-handedly improved by
Yeah. I think in the
By
trailer
the
it just
redesign.
by the
in the-
redesign,
the
yeah.
first-
Yeah.
in the first trailer it just had the herpaderp face.
Huh.
Oh.
I guess we also did get a quick how the
Well-
dang rings works. I guess
Well, true
crap.
to the game lore, or Sonic loses his rings when he gets hit.
Yeah.
Also, I guess now we actually got a
Nice
confirmation
job,
how the
Tom.
rings work. You just think of a place and then boom.
Oh, nice going, man. Thanks a lot.
Makes them a lot more consistent than the sling rings from Doctor Strange, unfortunately.
Man,
I hate
Yep.
that.
I'm
Because
telling
they-
you, the
Yeah.
design,
Because
the
you
design
remember
of
You know,
Sonic
speaking of
is
the
so
MCU,
good.
it really
Remember
is
how
a
they used to
damn
go-
shit.
Yeah, they used to go
Yep.
anywhere, and now after they introduced Kang in Loki, they only go inside one universe.
You know, Alex.
Really? I mean, didn't Deadpool 3 didn't Deadpool 3 had one of the sling rings just show up?
Yes, the sling rings still work the way they originally did in Doctor Strange.
You know,
and
Alex.
Deadpool
Speaking
and
of which,
Wolverine.
it's
I guess, I don't know, different
kind of a
universe,
shame.
different rules, I guess.
like it's a real damn shame that there are only 3 MCU movies left for us to watch.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and
But
in case
yeah,
you didn't know,
MCU
Bender,
is kind of doing its own
this,
thing. But
this big truck is
Galvatron
from Transformers.
from.
yeah.
And my penis is
But hey, look the
invisible.
bright side. I mean,
How does that even work?
but hey, look the bright side.
Don't.
But hey, look the
Don't-
bright side. Marvel Rivals got that new season. Good old Emma Frost and Ultron. Dear Lord, that woman's thighs.
And we're not talking about the pasta. We're talking about the spaghetti that we see
squash?
in that one Amnesia fan fiction that I've read.
Oh.
if anybody has watched Some Call Me Johnny's, if anybody's watched SGB's playthrough of Batman Arkham Asylum, you would know what I'm talking about.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
For context sake, at one point in the Killer Croc portion of Batman Arkham Asylum, Matt decided to read some fan fiction and just to pass the time because it was boring. And one of those happened to be the DeviantArt fan fiction Amnesia, a fan of Factin.
The way you deliver a line can make a dumb line funny.
Yeah. Exactly.
God damn internet.
And the whole thing about this film, every shot follows the next, and the coverage. The coverage from each shot. From each shot makes the next shot work. So they have like a closer shot of Tom here. Followed on from the master shot of him and Robotnik.
I'm gonna adjust my mustache, okay?
I have a golden retriever. He's on my mailbox. You saw him on the way in. And later on, we actually get to see how that happened. Well, part of how that happened. Presumably his parents died sometime before Gerald took him in.
Yep.
I get it.
Oh dear. Part of Ben Schwartz's performance as Sonic is kind of based off of the current voice is Roger Craig Smith,
which is kind of interesting because Ben Schwartz's Sonic voice is
higher pitched.
Yeah, higher pitched and probably I'd say a lot more fitting to.
No, not the cake.
I don't see Ben Grimm here.
Ben Schwartz. Roger still works for Game Sonic. Especially nowadays.
Since Colors, he's gotten a lot better. I don't know what that voice they had him doing in Colors was. The funny thing is, I think the voice clips that they had him do for the DS version of Colors were more fitting to Sonic than the full lines they had him do in the Wii version.
Nice.
I believe that's an Apocalypse Now reference.
He's a mutant.
Bitch slap!
Oh,
Ah! Ah, crap. No, my house! My house furniture.
Stop blowing holes in my house.
You assholes. I paid
In
good
my
money for
things.
this house. My knickknacks.
What are you doing?
Sure about this?
I'm sure you do.
People hate that Sonic is making references.
I kind of wish they would.
Yeah.
Mm,
What I mean is like how some people, like, let's be real here, or some people don't like it when Tony Stark or Mr. Boy of Iron makes
no.
those references.
Well, if people don't like Spider-Man making pop culture references, they can go back to the original comics and see how he's written there, because he's been doing that since the very first issue.
Should stop them. The worst part is Stone ended up making the right call.
He really did.
yeah. I mean, he's the only person who looks out for Eggman.
Basically, Robotnik and Stone's relationship is the equivalent of Gaston and LeFou.
Yeah.
Except a lot more positive.
And Lee Majou ends up trolling people by teasing the relationship of Robotnik and Stone. Essentially, he enjoys the memes of Stobotnik.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Ah, hey look, Hop! Now with a hedgehog. Man, this is more crazy than that time I was an X-Man.
And he's coming back for Avengers.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be in the blue and yellow spandex suit.
Nice.
Gonna be fucking amazing. Even
Okay,
if,
that's sweet. We're finally getting the
even
blue.
Wait, blue and yellow, is that supporting Ukraine?
No, the
Oh.
original X-Men.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's going to be
Oh.
even if that movie's not good, we're gonna get a Marvel Legends figure of him in the classic outfit out of it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and probably a Marvel Rivals costume out of it.
Excuse me. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know why.
Oh yeah, right. Sonic doesn't know how to run on water yet.
No, not yet.
Why? Because you shot me! You shot me!
First time.
Yeah, took us a movie, but don't worry, Sonic. Once we get the 2, you'll be fast enough.
Up
All
that
right,
fish is
dry
dead.
off and get back in.
He left the X-Men for this.
Let's be real
Good
here.
call.
He dodged a bullet.
Number 2, my name
He
is not
really did,
Donut Lord.
Keep your eyes on the road, Tom. You're a cop.
Oh my god, stop the car right now! The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it! You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool, though. Get you a mouse pad. So when are we gonna get there?
Freaking paddle ball.
We get there when we get there.
We're gonna have to do The Incredibles at some point.
Yes,
we are.
We'll also have to do that.
Yes, we will.
The commentary of that cartoon that was included with the DVD.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. Ace.
Okay.
No. It's not a TARDIS, Sonic.
Doctor Who reference.
Speaking of, I really
Yeah,
do hope the
the-
Fantastic Four movie is good.
So yeah, we only have 3 Marvel movies left, which include Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, all those other films we're going to be watching before then are just going to be, weird drug-induced hallucinations of Kevin Feige.
What films?
We're watching Shang-Chi.
No, we're not.
We're watching
Yes,
Black
we are.
Widow.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Look, man, we
I
gotta
refuse.
finish the set or people are gonna notice.
No, we don't, because they aren't narratively connected in any way whatsoever.
Well, they don't have to be.
No, they
And
have
we
to be.
even have to watch Inhumans too.
No,
I mean
we don't.
Eternals,
No, I was going to say,
because
what?
after all,
Inhumans is a...
I'm sorry. I mean, to be fair, I forgot
Before
those guys.
he lost
I
his
meant
son.
Internals.
Listen. It's fine. There's no discernible difference between the Eternals and the Inhumans. They're both stupid secret societies of superpowered individuals that are massive retcons to the universe.
That's the joke. But yeah, Captain Falcon and the Red Hulk kind of confirmed that, yeah, they kind of are important. Spoilers, I guess, if you care.
He gave you a black eye. Oh, looks
But
like
yeah,
they
I just
cut the
hope the
logo off
Fantastic
that
Four
hat.
movie's
I thought it was just a
okay.
blank hat.
Damn.
And I'm done. Goodbye.
It's like, yeah, I'm done with your bullshit. It's like, yeah, I'm done with your BS, man.
Hey, he's useful in the show. It's just
Not as far as Robotnik is concerned.
Give him Give him a movie, he'll be. Oh.
Here comes the man in black. They won't let you remember.
And Sonic being a Sonic.
Hmm.
The look on his face.
I love the look on her face, like, damn, you are old.
Like that.
I wish. Oh dear.
Kids movie, can't say die.
Well, it's a PG-13.
I mean, this is modern day PG-13, remember?
Oh, right, yeah, the modern day PG-13 where you're not allowed to punch somebody in the face.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're not that modern PG because, we just saw someone get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, no, I was... They've changed it since then, but there was, like, this period between... I think it was, like, 2014 and 2018 where a bunch of films just weren't allowed to show...
Sure, why not?
Proper fight
Violence.
choreography because it got...
Yeah.
The girl on the right was dressed like... in the line dance was dressed like Firecracker from The Boys.
Oh
God
my.
damn.
You're a slam
Yeah,
dunk.
look at that. Look, tell me.
After you take it up, you wear it.
Yes.
You take this thing off.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, no.
Yeah.
Look at the one on the jean jacket. Look at her. That one. The color scheme mostly, the red and the blue, but,
Yeah.
Seriously.
Those guys, apparently.
Whoa.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hipsters.
Just sure.
You gotta hit with a bit more force to make it break. Hey, look, we're actually punching faces.
Yeah.
Hey.
Gone is the action editing of that particular era.
Oh. Oh no.
Now we see things from Sonic's perspective, and we get a Quicksilver scene.
Sweet dreams are
Sure.
made of these. Who am
If I could have time.
We're getting tooth knocked out of him.
World and seven
Ugh.
seas and the spot. That guy's got a broken ankle. Looking for something.
Somebody actually made a version of the scene with that song in there. Oh! Ow!
Oh, no.
Ow!
The spirit of Longclaw is giving that guy a wedgie. Hey, chili dogs!
Yep. That's totally not gonna come back and bite him in the butt.
His metabolism is high enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
He burns off more calories than he consumes.
Gasoline guzzler, I don't want to know what the hell that is.
Time to tame a wild animal again.
Yep. Ow!
Who am I to disagree? Oh, wait a minute.
The living mummy over there.
Emotep?
Is that a freshest big boy over there?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah!
There
Fun
goes
fact,
food.
Clark Kent's dad in Smallville was actually one of the Dukes. One of the Duke boys.
Oh god, the food.
Them Duke boys better grow wings and fly, or at least start flapping their arms.
So, quick question: why is everybody
hate the
talking
fact-
about Dukes of Hazzard right now?
What's that?
Well, there was a So, Alex, you remember in the Super Android 13 bit where they were having those, and that's when the blah 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 bit.
Yeah.
It was no.
So that's Scott ended up pointing out that was kind of a shout out to Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, okay.
And I went to try to find a Dukes of Hazzard clip that did that, but I haven't found one.
Yeah, the Dukes.
I did find the Family Guy.
Excuse me, very long TV show.
I did find the Family Guy. I clip and
Lumbered
them Griffin
boys. Car.
Them Griffin
Here we
boys better start.
Oh god, that pose reminds me of what
Yep.
The
Told you I was
Shadman
coming
edit.
back and biting him.
Batman did.
The fucking yassified ugly Sonic, too. Ugh.
Who would end up giving his own movie cameo, by the way.
Yep.
That was the only funny part of that film.
Exactly.
And it's
What,
kind
Bad
of
Movie
unfortunate
Sonic
'cause that was that and
The Chip and Dale
Batman
movie?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I don't know what
Is
you're
it?
on. Yeah.
I did enjoy it.
I saw a couple more clips from that I wasn't really that impressed with, but it's directed by Akiva Schaffer.
Yeah, you saw clips, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it's
there was
directed
another-
by Akiva Schaffer from The Lonely Island, so it's probably all right, but like
It's all right. It depends. Like, so Akiva Schaffer and his writing team are coming back to do the Naked Gun reboot.
yeah, that looks so good.
It does.
It does.
So yeah.
Here's
Dude,
a moment.
I had the OJ. Had the OJ fucking reference.
That was
Yeah,
great.
the OJ reference was funny as hell.
Like the police guy's like, no.
With a pair of fists and a couple of feet.
Optic black. Wait a minute.
Optic Blast.
Yes.
Gene Spice. Gene Spice.
Dreams don't die.
Rest in peace.
Oh man.
Oh, this is what made me like laugh with surprise.
Really?
Boom! The fact that man was able to throw a man through the window.
Wow, and he sucker punches his own servant.
He's gonna find every unbroken window in that place and hurl himself through all of them, or find somebody else.
Well, another $100 down the drain to replace that window.
Oh no! They cost a lot more than that.
I know.
Now we're in
Welcome to
California.
California.
When are we going to get to the
no.
Hotel California?
God damn it! I hope you don't die in the new Avengers film, because Cyclops is my boy.
Cyclops then proceeds to not only get royally cucked, but then we'll have to watch Wolverine and Deadpool will get into a threesome with Jean Grey while he dies a horrible, painful death.
Listen. Maybe he can get it away with Emma Frost.
I mean, have you seen Emma Frost?
No, Alex, here's the thing. Emma Frost is inducing that illusion as he is dying.
That is one of the most insanely messed up love pentagons I've ever seen.
I know.
In comic books.
I hated how because she's so despicable in the comics, and they tried, or she was, and then they tried to, like, half-ass redeem her, and, like, I like the character that they tried to make her into, but she was fucking...
It was a bitch the whole time in the beginning.
She was a fucking horrible person. And they tried to almost pretend like that didn't happen, and it was like just.
And you want to know what Psylocke is doing? And you want to know what Psylocke is doing in the background?
Sucking Venom's dick.
No, she is actively going after Shumagarath to try to.
Oh, I know what I said.
To try to force it to
molest her. Yeah, that's all news. Okay, but Venom's right there now, and everyone's going after Venom's cake.
Venom be like, why do you chase me, woman? Why do you chase me?
Gold Venom
over here and molest me!
Watson.
Unfortunately, Venom's kind of busy with Mary Jane right now.
Oh my god, I was so stupid. Yes, give the Venom symbiote to the woman who has PTSD about the black symbiote taking over Peter. Yeah, and then becoming Venom. Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Peter had to stop wearing the stealth.
But is it a better choice than Paul?
At least Paul's dead.
I'd rather have Paul as Venom. At least that makes sense.
Here's the thing.
Paul's still alive.
Think about it like this. Paul had everything when he had Mary Jane, from kids to a home to the love of his life, and now this guy that promised to come back soon came back years later because of the whole time dilation shit. Now gets her back. Why wouldn't you be pissed off to the point where you attract Venom to take over you? It makes so much sense to give it Venom to Paul than it does Mary Jane.
True. I'd just fucking.
And even then, can we stop passing around Venom's symbiote like it's a damn basketball at an NBA final?
Yeah.
Yeah, now Venom's got more suitors than the damn Operator now.
Yeah, we got Deadpool, then we have Spider-Man, then we had Wolverine, then we had fucking Onslaught, if you count that Mugen creation that happened years ago.
No, but
then you got just the symbiote itself. Then you got Null. Then you got Gwen. Like who the fuck else is there? Iron Man.
I think Penny Parker had it one point.
Penny Parker had the oh my fucking god!
Had the Venom suit at one point.
Yeah, Captain America had the suit at one point too. Like
the Punisher wore it at one point.
Oh god,
Venom is the biggest slut in the Marvel universe, multiverse.
Venom's like, stop trying to have sex with me. Come on.
Speaking of passing around, can we stop passing around Gwen Stacy's dead fucking body already and let her rest?
Yeah. Either.
Like it was revealed that they were actually going to dig back up her dead body and use her in another Weapon X program.
What the heck were those kids fighting over?
Look, man, comic books are weird.
Look at the Switch.
PC. No, that wasn't a Nintendo Switch. That would have been funny if it was.
Considering, the X-Men, they've done some weird shit. Do I need to remind you about Iceman?
Out. That.
Like I said, comic Spider-Man and the X-Men are kind of doing weird stuff.
Teen Titans Go to the movies ended up doing a gag like this, but with the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually Batman would end up. And then eventually Alfred.
Oh. No, not the tires. Hey. Back off my car, boy.
Mario Kart.
He's
No.
reading the manual. Wait, is he done reading the manual? I want to know.
No.
But yeah, I I guess it doesn't affect
Optic
me too
flex.
much about the Emma Frost thing because I'm kind of used. Because I grew up on Wolverine and the X-Men was my first introduction to Emma
Give
Frost.
me a big fat break.
I love
What,
how,
you want a Kit Kat
and it's
bar?
still going.
I love how his
little-
Aw, this one's cute. Let's keep him.
How about no?
Oh no.
I love
Oh, no.
how the egg
It's not
car
a
is in the
Tesla.
background of Robotnik's little thing here
Right.
of his command center. That's the
I'm
word I
gonna
was
say
looking
no,
for.
he doesn't.
Well, now he just made him.
I mean, don't worry,
Eggman
Sonic
just
was
made
the guy
made
who
Tom a
died.
convertible.
Cyclops.
Take off your
I
glove.
made him a
Oh wait,
convertible.
we shot this film before that was possible.
A convertible truck. That is.
Oh no, it's on his forehead. Sonic!
Man, you just can't really get rid of a bomb.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Ow!
Oh.
Yep.
Ow.
Oh, Sonic just lost a life.
That's two lives.
What is Dickies?
Bing.
What is like the Dickies? That
Don't
looks like
worry,
the
we got
Dickies tread
continues.
pattern on the bottom.
Hey, don't be doing the Yamcha pose on us, Sonic.
Sonic.
Damn. The
Somebody go grab the Dragon Balls.
He's dreaming of a macho meat pie.
All right, who wants to go get those Chaos Emeralds again? I hope if it's goddamn half pipe again, I'm not it.
Nah, I'm good.
Nope.
I'll just gather
If
the
it's
Dragon
blue
Balls
spears,
and wish
though,
to find the
maybe.
Chaos Emeralds.
Bowls.
No.
Thank
Those
you,
dudes are fine.
Agent Stone.
Yes, Mr. Eggman.
He
Yes,
said the
sir.
wrong thing.
And suddenly the shippers went crazy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're
Please.
gay-coded.
Please make me your punching bag, Mr. Robotnik.
I mean, it's kind of an abusive relationship, if anything.
And
What
some
is that?
I
people
don't know
said
if you
that's
want
the
that as
best
your
part.
representation.
Hold on.
Some
One
people
second.
say that's the best part.
Did Robotnik just speak Japanese?
Yeah.
You know, in the Japanese dub of this movie trilogy, Eggman is voiced by Koichi Yamadera.
Yes, Spike Spiegel, and
Just an
Who's
average day
pretty much
driving
in-
down the road in Mississippi.
and pretty much
Yeah, by the way,
featured
I
in
put all the
every
matches
Pokemon movie.
live.
Yeah.
Imagine the looks he must have gotten when he
In California,
he had to
sure,
explain to
around
people.
here-
It's my new convertible truck. You like it?
Come on!
Rachel.
Ah,
God,
Somehow
I
I can't
can't. I really hate the mom.
Woman!
No, that's not the mom. That's her sister.
She got better in
Yeah.
two, but
Woman, just...
yeah, sister.
Wait, did she just say JoJo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fuzzy!
god, she's a Joestar!
Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, boom,
So,
boom,
would you
boom,
say that this
boom.
was JoJo's Bizarre reference?
Yes.
Man, I didn't know Sonic. Man, Sonic the Hedgehog meets the Joe's jars.
Hey, one at a time. One at a time.
I like how you could kind of make out the original. You could kind of make out the shape of the original Sonic stand-in model through the towel.
Yep.
Kinda.
Here comes
And now
this
we get
scene.
one of the best scenes in the movie. Which, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
somebody
Oh,
ended
hey,
up taking
wireless
the,
Realist
headphones are
Metal
normal.
says, fun
Alright.
fact, the DMC
Tunes of
Shakespeare Live
Anarchy.
Hacker is somehow weirdly canon to the games for some reason. I can only imagine that it must
Alright.
be...
No, fun fact, I gotta say. So, Jim Carrey's assistant chose this song for him to dance to.
Okay.
Makes sense. You know,
Good
some people
choice.
ended up taking this scene and editing in the Eggman theme from Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really? I would have thought that people would have edited in Blitzkrieg from
I like how he has a lighter, but he doesn't smoke.
from the original trailer.
Evil laugh,
Nope.
bad Nicks. I actually
Maybe
have
they
one of
did.
those.
Were you being serious about that, Ed, or were you just being sarcastic
What?
about editing in Blitzkrieg?
Dude, it was in the original trailer. I would have thought that people
okay.
would want to edit it back into the
I
movie.
think they
Okay,
did.
that's fair.
Snowboarding.
I see. He's got the smart floor for his VR set.
Oh no, my headphones! My head, where'd it go?
Look at you.
This must have been a breath of fresh air for Jim Carrey after so long.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he had so much
It
fun.
was-
This is why he's come back for every. This
I
is
thought
why
you might
he's
like a
come
steam,
back
let's say it
for
was
all of
steamed
them. And
Austrian goat milk.
he says he's
What
going to
do
come
I
back for
look
Sonic
like,
4
Gizmo?
too.
Of course I want to. I love the way you make them.
This is the most aggressive way I've ever heard anybody say I love coffee.
Oh, wait
Unlimited
now.
power.
It's like you're off. It's like you're placing a guy's
I
breakfast on the
really
table
hope
after
he doesn't
waiting them,
come
and they
back.
go, "Thank you, fucking
I really hope he doesn't come back for the fourth
very
one
much."
because
I'm like, "Whoa,
at this
okay."
point, what the fuck can kill Robotnik?
I mean, he
Uh,
did survive a
bullets.
I'm
black
just
hole.
going to go dial back to the games, and I'm going to say nothing.
Bowser.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to dial back to the games and say nothing.
that was a low blow.
All right, I'll give you that one, Gizmo.
His pulse rate is over 9,000.
Oh no. Doesn't seem to no broken bones.
He would make an
God
incredible
damn, girl.
guitarist for Dragon Force.
Aw.
I'll break my bones for you, woman. What?
JoJo to the
Oh,
rescue.
come on.
Duct tape those shoes? Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
they really
Right
tied
All he ever wanted to keep playing. Yes, he swore off sequels after Ace Ventura 2, which is kind of sad because I would have loved to see
Woman,
more Ace
I mean,
Ventura
big
films.
Wasn't that
sister,
considered a
woman,
good
you're not
movie?
helping.
He did say that he would come back for the third one only if the script was written, and I quote, in gold.
And, well, considering that
God damn it, Alex.
How did I do that? I don't know how I
What?
did
I don't
that.
know.
Oh no! Video!
Maybe that's why he
There we
didn't
go.
return for
There
the.
we go.
Maybe that's why he didn't return for Ace Ventura Jr. because the script was.
Casting a
go back.
resurrection spell.
Ooh, smelling salts will do that.
Where am I? What year is it? Is The Rock president?
I wish.
And then we fast forward,
No,
and it
we
turns
do
out that The
not.
Rock is actually being asked to run for president.
Oh fuck no! Hell no!
He was in a
Oh,
show
yeah,
where he
no.
was running for president.
I'd rather have, dude. I'd rather have Schwarzenegger become president.
Unfortunately, Arnold is not eligible. Although that would be awesome.
Governor
Arnold was
is not the same
president,
thing as being an official president.
Uh,
As the first motion of being president, I will make it legal for every Californian to have a firearm in the house.
and
At
not only
least
going to
one
make it-
pistol, one
not only going to
shotgun,
make it
and
legal,
one
it is
assault
going to be
rifle.
mandatory. You have to have at least every single gun that I've ever used. You got to have the Desert Eagle. You got to have the
The
shotgun
Food,
I used
Drink,
in
and
Terminator
Drug
2.
Administration must add in protein into their food, drink, and drugs
putting-
from now.
We are putting protein in the water
How
supply.
on?
We're going to make everybody bath.
Shut up.
You must at least smoke one stogie a month. It'll grow hair on your balls and hair on your pussy.
And JoJo to the rescue.
And thus we get the iconic shoes.
I still want the soap shoes.
That would have been cool, but I believe the soap company went out of business.
Oh, when
Yeah.
did they go out of
I
business?
want them though. I really
I
want them.
know.
How awesome
We
would
all
it be
want
to
them.
grind on the rails like Sonic?
When did they go
Look,
out
we
of
all
business?
wanted soap shoes. Look, we all wanted soap shoes when we were kids. And we
When
still
did-
do.
When did that company go out of business?
I think a couple of
So
years
went-
after Adventure 2.
Angry Brony says can't.
It hadn't been
worse
that
than a
long
current
after
guy.
Adventure
You would have
2.
thought they would have made some money off of that
Yeah.
game, considering the.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Aw.
It had to be
Not a-
somewhere in 2000. 2000. It was during the Sonic Adventure 2
2005.
battle was when the
That dog is cute.
My headphone cable.
Yes, it
I
is.
dropped my water bottle in the headphone cable. So, apparently, 2006. the the Healy Sports Limited Corporation tried to revive soap. Okay, so
is that
soap
about
was-
normal driving and parking in California?
Yes.
and
So soap was done.
Oh.
Soap was apparently a subsidiary of Rollerblade, I think, the Rollerblade Corporation,
Huh.
and then they got spun off by Concept 21, and then it was sold in 2001. The company went bankrupt in 2000, so it was sold to InStride, who started making soap wrestling shoes. Montana. Yeah.
and so when did they go out of business?
So the Healy company bought them in 2003 after InStride went out of business in 2002. Apparently, soap is not being produced by Healy anymore, but they tried to revive them in 2006, 2007-ish. A bunch of scalpers bought the shoes, the stock, and it wound up getting screwed up. Like people weren't actually able to buy them. As a result of that, the company essentially lost like half of its stock value, and then they got sold off again.
All this
From
for fucking
Healy's. Yeah,
soap
Healy's-
company?
Yeah, the Healy
Damn.
shoe company got sold to Sequential Brand Group for 60-some million, and now they just aren't being made anymore. Soap shoes are so 2000s, I can't imagine them still being around. It would have been awesome.
I mean,
but,
to be fair. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't worry, you'll get there eventually.
2001. I mean, technically 2002 on everywhere else, but damn.
Apparently, Derby Warehouse still sells something called Epic Grind Shoes.
Epic Grind Shoes.
Yes. If you want a pair of soap grind shoes originals, size 9s are $975 with $25 delivery fees.
No, we get a size 9.
God.
I am not buying shoes that don't fit me for $1,000.
Dude, I'm a size 13.
Yeah, so
God damn it.
Got
Same
11 and a
here.
half.
Yeah.
I'm a
Bordering on
9.5.
12.
Yeah. Once again, soap suit shoes escapes my grasp.
Even if it's the shoes that look so aesthetically pleasing.
The moral of the story is go buy Sonic Adventure 2. It's like $20 on Steam.
I don't
Yep.
think it's that much,
Yeah.
but yes.
It's
I mean, if you add Battle, because
Man.
technically
Yeah.
Battle is a
Well,
DLC.
20,
if I
but,
get
like,
that,
you need mods to literally make it work.
Or,
I mean, I just
to give it the Dreamcast.
I mean, you can actually get it
aesthetics.
Or wait for Nintendo to finally port that over to the Switch 2 or Switch 1.
Well,
I mean,
the
you're
thing is
getting
that-
GameCube games.
Yeah, but then it would be the GameCube sound on mixing and whatnot.
You don't know that. You don't know
Yes,
that.
yes, we do,
It could,
because they would-
it could either be
Oop.
Aw.
either Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on Switch 2 for GameCube or Sonic Adventure 2 on Dreamcast for Switch 1.
Probably
They have to
not
do
gonna
battle,
be,
man, or people
probably
gonna
not gonna
riot.
be the Dreamcast version. They haven't done
They
the
have to
Dreamcast
add the
version.
fucking Chow Garden with online.
Please
hope
do.
Wouldn't
I
they
want a
use the
3D
Steam
Chow.
port as the basis?
I've
they're gonna
seen
do that.
somebody
I
do
mean-
an edit of this scene with the instrumental version of Eggman from Sonic Adventure 2, and it's great.
I also, man, I just remember, look at the Steam. Oh yeah, that's right. They did technically had it. They made the battle version its own DLC. Because like you could buy just Adventure 2, and then Battle is just the DLC for $4.
The master plan. I am the Eggman. It's what I am. The Eggman. Got the master plan.
Collateral damage. What's that?
Wherever I go. Perfect in every way.
Foreshadowing.
It's time to push buttons.
Obstacle in my way.
First time we get a name drop for Eggman.
About time.
Yep.
It's actually a really good in-universe way to explain Robotnik's nickname.
Because all of his robots are vaguely egg-shaped.
Exactly.
And he doesn't... He didn't get the egg-shaped body until the third film.
Yep.
And his human form was called Kintobor, apparently.
He would just be sitting there eating hot.
I hate that idea.
He would be sitting there eating Hot Pockets and watching Ultimate Passion.
Basically reversing.
What kind of Hot Pockets?
I'm pretty sure you can get it on SA2B on PS3 back in the day from Angry Brony. Yes, so I actually have the Xbox version of SA2 Battle. I have the GameCube version. Which
That's
I picked up
probably
at a
the
thrift
worst
store.
port of SA2.
I also
PS3
have
or
the
GameCube?
version, which I got in a
yes and no.
humble bundle.
The added extra content.
Sadly, the Steam version and with the Dreamcast mod, actually, it is the best way to experience SA2.
Yes.
Yeah, and plus, I mean,
Because the
I
sound
do find it weird.
because the sound mixing thing ends up being very messed up after the Dreamcast version. And once again, Sonic gets hit and he loses his rings.
I also do find, I guess the world to nitpickers do find it weird that they do make you pay an extra $4 just to play Battle, but it's nothing much.
Come on. Oh, and Green Hills.
He lost his rings.
I love
He
the
took
damage.
damage.
I love how the rings just clatter to the ground like that.
Come on, you can't tell me that's not a reference to Sonic taking damage.
It is.
Mm.
Oh man, I love Empire. Oh wait, was there a San Francisco? Oh wait, that's right, City Escape, I guess technically.
Follow me, set me free.
He's right about that, by the way.
Just me and we will.
It actually
from the city.
it is actually as bad for your joints to run.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why. See that you have to know how to do it. That's why.
And now we're back to where we started.
Yep.
If you don't heel strike, you get less impact up through the knees.
So, would you call this the San Francisco Rush?
I guess so.
Sure.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, I hate illegal left turns, but last time I checked, it wasn't illegal to make a left-hand turn as a pedestrian, even if you are going at ludicrous speeds.
Ludicrous speed, go.
Nice little nod to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Up there's.
There's
Yeah.
Paris.
Whoa.
Hey, look at that! Sonic's going on an adventure around the world.
Broke his mime silence.
Yeah, Sonic World Adventure, guys.
Oh, the Great Wall of China, apparently?
Nice.
That was also a level in Sonic Unleashed. Also, go play the PC port of Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
Oh.
It's free.
It's free.
Absolutely
As long as you
free.
have a definitely legally obtained copy of the ISO for Sonic Unleashed for Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
360.
Thankfully, I literally managed to buy a copy. Be on a local game store.
Yeah.
And you just blew up the Sphinx, so, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You're one.
And
And once
Holy
again, he
shit.
lost his rings.
Egypt's gonna want that back.
And because of Eggman, the
Man.
U.S. government is going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Hope you have all the money, Eggman.
I'm sure they'll take it out of his bank account.
Of course they will.
Yeah, they're gonna have
You
to
think
freeze his
He's
assets.
got probably has like $6 trillion.
We've frozen all of Robotnik's assets.
Guacamole.
Guac. Revenge guac.
No.
And that's the second time he's punched him.
Hell do you think you are? Clearly
Oh,
not a
stop!
good man.
I'm the sheriff.
I'm the. Oh.
I am Sheriff Wachowski. Ow.
I'm the next man.
She's the X-Men 90s theme.
That's where Cyclops went.
Flashing back to my cousin's wedding right now. Angry Brony says definitely legally obtained.
Oh, hi, Wade.
Oh, why didn't you move the shot a little farther?
Dude, put that away.
Can you stop waving
Mr.
that chainsaw
Look,
around
let him
my
have this moment.
midsection?
There,
Look, let the guy have this. Everyone finally realized he's not crazy.
Yes, okay.
No.
just shoot him, man.
You know,
You're within
I'll
your
admit,
legal right.
when I first watched this movie, I half expected Supersonic to show up, which I'm kind of glad they didn't do it with
Emeralds
Supersonic.
aren't here.
I know. Thankfully, I'm glad they didn't go the direction I thought they would go. And thankfully, we got an awesome Supersonic scene in the next two movies.
It's like, bitch, I'm back.
Oh, look, he finally got hit max rings in Frontiers. Somehow. Now he has infinite boost.
And that's what Superman said with Lex Luthor.
Mhm.
Funny how Wade is allowed to have a real fucking gun, but Shadow can't.
Well, he is Wade. Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, wow, that's a cool shot.
I'm reading the chat here.
Yeah.
If anyone's seen the Hishi, you would notice that, and apparently Sonic had invited a lot of his friends.
Quite neatly recreating the average end of a 2D Sonic game here. Where you're just running head first into Robotnik's whatever the fuck at the end.
Yep. Oops.
Mushroom Land.
Enjoy Mushroom Hill.
It would have been.
Blurry your ship.
Oh man, the expression on Robotnik's face there.
Yeah.
Eggman.
Bye bye.
Bye,
It would have been
biatch.
hilarious.
See you for the sequel.
If he'd run into Chris
Yeah.
in the post-credits scene.
Chris Pratt would be like, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
I don't recall
And
inviting
Eggman
you.
will return. Eggman will return in the Avengers.
Eggman will return in Avengers Doomsday.
As a
I still-
villain?
I still remember that one joke tweet I ended up making in response to the whole actual will return in Avengers Doomsday. I'm like, Garfield Logan will reprise his role in Avengers Doomsday.
God, look how small he was.
Yeah.
Now,
was
now
still
if you
kinda
go to
small.
the third
Long
movie,
gag,
he's
man.
pretty much he's as tall as Tom's leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
No.
But man, it's one of the things we think about. It's like thinking about how Kirby's actual height is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aww. Relationship Cyclops in that doesn't end terribly.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty funny.
Looks like things are back to normal in Green Hills.
Yep.
I'm sure everything was
And also,
fine and dandy.
Expecting visitors?
I find it interesting how
Oh!
Hi, Walters. Yep.
Is it money?
Bit of appreciation.
also getting rid of that doctor guy.
Yes.
Either of those things would have been better than
It's
what
a
they
gift.
all. Oh my god!
$50 gift card to the
Bruh.
local Olive Garden.
Because when
Man,
you're there,
imagine the
family-
government.
Yeah. I rarely go to Olive Gardens, to be honest. The last time I went was like back in like the late 2000s.
I'm sure $50 will definitely help fix our house.
$50.
We find out that
a
Walt,
$50 Lowe's gift card would have been better, or Home Depot.
it's kind of interesting how Walters goes from being like just the Olive Garden guy to actually being a pretty neat character by the third movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's probably the only guy in Gun to actually have some common decency.
Yeah, I mean, because as the Knuckles show would
Which is
show,
odd.
man, everyone at Guns are asshole.
Which is odd.
Yeah, because the Knuckles show and later on other shows show, man, Guns just filled with assholes.
Ozzy! Just
We meant this cave.
And then Sonic's new cave or home.
Sonic's new cave is not a hole in the ground; it's a hole in the roof.
It's overground.
Yes.
I guess caves can be in the air.
By the way, this is awesome.
Bongos.
Yeah. The beanbag
That
chair.
is a neat old stereo too.
A race car bed.
Oh, yeah. Which
The
I guess
boombox.
I think that might be. I think that's a nod to the comics because Sonic did had a race car bed.
Yes, he did.
That was Archie, I'm thinking, right?
And that red bed, that red race car is actually a reference to Sonic's first appearance in one of the racing games.
Sonic
Drift?
No. So Sonic drove a red car in Sonic. I believe
Sonic
it
Drift?
was Sonic Drift. But Sonic's first appearance was as a mirror hanger in a red car.
Oh.
And I don't remember what the racing game was. It was some Sega racing game from before Sonic.
Daytona?
It wasn't All Stars Racing, was it?
I don't know. I'm talking about before.
Daytona?
And that's number
Daytona,
one.
Yes. I love how the Olive Garden thing isn't even a sponsor.
And now his head is
It's
shaved.
just the writers thinking it was funny. Yeah, that is.
And his mustache has grown.
Sure, it does.
Ha!
I find it funny how Robotnik goes from being what would be considered a MCU-ified outfit to more of his actual
Yep.
game outfit.
It's nice. Because he gets more Robotnik-like with each movie, and then towards the end of this film, he has the mustache, he's got the red outfit,
the gut,
the goggles,
the color. He even got those little belt thing Eggman on his jacket.
Except he doesn't get fat until the third movie.
I mean, he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is a little bit.
He's starting to gain
here,
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are not good for your waistline, Ivo.
Reconnaissance.
This credits sequence is great.
It is.
Just
Yeah,
a
it's like it's
recreation of
dope.
the events of the game in the game graphics.
This song is my ringtone, by the way.
This kind of reminds me of Sonic Mania.
A little bit.
Sorry
Yeah,
to
that
put
is
it-
not the guitar he played in the movie.
Overall,
Did he threaten to sue somebody?
8 out of
like
10.
8. Yeah, it gets an 8.5 out of 10. Mostly because the sequels are better.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the JoJo situation. They're all great, but, the sequels just do
I
it
would
better.
say-
The Half-Life. No.
I would
No,
say
not
this
the
is more of
Half-Life.
a 7 out of 10 for me.
Get a waffle cream.
Aw. Well,
And here's
next-
the little Yachty section.
Now, I don't
the
really...
neck.
I'm
It's
a heavy
finally
metal-
something
I'm
better.
a heavy metal guy.
Oh.
I always
The
have
Blue
been, so
Orbs
if
minigame.
If we don't
The
have
little
Crush
Yachty
40
section is not my favorite bit of this
Yeah.
song. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care for Little Yachty.
Yeah.
No one does.
Yeah, well,
honestly, I think.
Which, by the way, fun
to be
fact, there are
T-Pain,
4
but he's
artists
not.
that recorded this
Overrated.
song.
Mumble rappers are overrated.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad too because a lot of them are actually pretty chill.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Honestly,
Yeah, Neil McDonough.
Like the main guy who's singing, whose name I forget, I like him, but it feels like overkill.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now
and here
for
we go.
a preview
This
of
is-
things to come.
And now for everyone who
No.
is
We also you know what? I'm giving this movie an 8.5 because of who they actually got to voice Tails, or should I say brought back.
Yeah,
yes.
Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
Yep.
Kind of too bad they didn't bring back the voice actress for the one who did Tails and
Jeff had to
Sonic
fight
Adventure.
super hard. Jeff and Tim
the bringing The two bringest
Three wasn't the best.
siblings were.
And fun fact, they did redesign Tails a little bit for the second movie, so they
Just
would
a
improve
bit.
upon.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
So, some people would know Colleen as Nelliel in Bleach.
She's also Wasp in Earth's Mightiest Avenger, in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yep,
And for you,
best version of Jaina Van Dyne.
And for you Digimon fans, Sora Takenouchi and Yoshino Fujieda in Digimon.
Yes. Speed Up is done by Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Yachty, and Sueko the Child.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa is great.
I like Wiz Khalifa generally. Yeah.
Three other artists are just unnecessary. The last artist doesn't even get that much of a big verse.
Yeah. How odd. Huh.
So I run.
What are you put him?
Yeah, this was a great movie to come back to.
Kid Cudi's Song and 2 is my favorite.
I like it. I'm just a little bit miffed that they didn't get, like, Crush 40, Bentley Jones, fucking, the other guys.
Two more movies, Alex. Two more.
Who was the guy? City Escape. Who did that? I'm completely blanking on his name.
Also, this is a movie about Sonic the Hedgehog, and they didn't get Sonic, the restaurant, to sponsor this movie.
No.
Nor did they get them for the sequels.
Yeah, why wasn't Sonic the restaurant never tried to do anything with the Sonic the Hedgehog game? No tie-in or anything.
Sonic restaurant makes chili dogs. You could have had a chili dog tie-in.
Yeah, apparently they've never done a tie-in with Sonic.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And
you have the name.
It truly is. Guys,
you got the name. You're
Ted
Guys, I've got the about.
Restaurant is literally like iconic because it's named after the hedgehog. No one's gonna think, "Oh, Sonic named after the Sonic Boom," right? No, people are gonna immediately think the hedgehog.
You could have had a Sonic special. You could have had a Sonic chili dog special that comes with a Sonic Blue Blizzard dessert.
Yeah, why is it Sonic still doesn't try to, call Sega and make any kind of compilation?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously. Like, I would think Sonic would do a collab with Sonic the Restaurant instead of Hooters.
Guys, I've got the Abomination queued up when the credits are done.
If fucking Krispy Kreme can do a sponsor for the Power Rangers reboot, then why couldn't Sonic do one for Sonic?
Good question.
We will never know.
Also, I know Tom, aka Junkie XL, composed the music for all three of these trilogies, but I really feel like one is his weakest.
Yeah,
fair.
One's a little bit weak. There's only a couple
of
songs, but
it feels like it's playing it too safe. He's not using enough of the original soundtrack from the first game, with the exception of the Green Hill theme. Whereas in 2 and 3,
as I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain. But that's just perfect for an Amish like me.
He did use some of the
things like the electricity.
The synthesizers
at 4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows.
He got some Yamaha
Jedediah feeds the chickens and digging plows. Fool!
Not
just milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone.
Thank God they didn't use power.
Yeah, Gangster's Paradise is a great song, but it doesn't fit Sonic the Hedgehog.
And you finished 9. Like we're gonna
are you guys watching the...
I'm watching.
No.
Yeah, you're seeing Sonic Paradise.
I think they didn't want some dumb BS about brand confusion or some shit. If that's what their reasoning was, they are dumber than I thought. Yeah, I've got Sonic 1, the Sonic 1 trailer pulled up, the original.
Oh boy.
We have to watch it out of sheer obligation because
why?
And a reminder of what we would have
looked. We need to see what the dark timeline looks like.
because it's a reminder to us all what we would have gotten had nobody tried to get Sega to change or get Paramount to change the design. Because my god,
they had to reshoot most of the movie too.
We gotta look at the darkest timeline, man.
Yep.
And thank goodness we spoke up.
Yes.
For once, bitching on Twitter actually had some positives for once.
I can imagine that footage from Speed from Disney, Naked Gun from Paramount. Hang on, Paramount made this film.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Courtesy
American
Hard to
Humane
believe.
Monitored.
5 years. This movie is 5 years old.
Yeah, this movie is
Sneaking
5
up
years
on
old,
it,
and Disney can't
It looks
do...
better.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Post-credit scenes?
This movie came out during Sonic's little weird era.
Anyway, so we got to check out the trailer before we sign off.
Why?
Oh, like...
Now we
How many
have
views
to
does that
watch.
trailer have
All right,
now?
guys.
Just to get a
All right,
really
guys, I'm
stark
ready.
contrast.
Now we
Ready?
have to watch
You're in?
John.
You're in here?
You say you're ready, but is your body ready?
No.
As ready as it'll ever be.
All right, fine, I'll get in there. All right, I'm in.
Come on.
Okay, hang on. Let me
But
take
is your
away the
body ready?
isolation. Because no, I don't want to take away that. I want to take away. There we go.
Man.
All right, everybody's ready. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy.
760.
Oh.
God.
Oh my God. It looks so bad. Why did he have those shoes on, I have to wonder. Because they didn't do any
What about the
reshoots for
lips?
this film that I know of.
Yes, they did do reshoots.
They did?
They had to
Yes,
reshoot
they did.
75% of the movie.
No, that was re-rendering. No, they re-rendered
Oh, I'm sorry.
it.
They had to re-render. Oh no, they had to shoot some small scenes to get the new version in there.
Are you in charge?
Well,
no. Wrong.
hang on.
I'm in charge. Let me just clarify. It's sequentially written higher points. Most barriers to be honest, the two graphics to quantify. Agent Stone? I'm sorry, what was you're listening? Nobody cares!
See here, filming.
Oh.
Yeah, because
And then we go to the
in
scene.
November.
Started in September 2018, ended in October 2018.
Oh, the teeth.
That is just nightmare fuel.
Film delayed.
It's like
from
he's staring into
November.
my soul.
New
This is
sneakers,
what
white gloves.
creepypastas
less
are
than
made
1
of.
Yeah. Put the mosaic
Yeah.
back up. Oh no, my friend. We're locked in till the very end here.
Yep. And in most our lives
living in a gangster's paradise.
In
Every
most
hero has
our
a
lives
Genesis.
living on paradise.
I am still surprised they never ever tried to put in any of the games music in any other trailers, except up till maybe 3, I think it was.
So did they? So I have a question. Did they CGI over the shoes that the niece
No.
gave him?
No.
Man.
So they had to re-rent.
Yep, oh yeah, then this random teaser.
They had to
Yeah,
re-render. They had to go back to the drawing board, re-render him, and basically reshoot some parts of the movie just so they can incorporate the new design.
So
Yeah,
I gotta
those-
ask, Corbin,
Because those old
if
shoes
they did
fucking suck.
kept the design,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question. Let's just say this was the darkest of timelines, and they did keep the design. How bad do you think would the fire be? Would it be enough to kill the Hedgehog franchise?
Yes, there would not be any sequels.
No.
But I'm just like saying, would this be enough to kill the Hedgehog? Because considering the time this movie came out, Sonic was in a dark.
Okay, let me put it to you like this: it would have killed his movie career, his video game career would have taken a blow, and Frontiers would have had to essentially pick up the pieces.
Yep.
Now
I have a question.
It would have to do double time.
I can't find any evidence of reshoots happening for this film. I can imagine them doing reshoots for the. For what kind of shoes the niece gave him. But one of the things that happens is because Sonic is wearing those shit shoes throughout the whole trailer. So was that a thing that they changed, or was that something...
That was the thing they changed, yeah, because remember, we just saw...
Hang on, listen to me.
Yeah,
I know that's something that they changed. I'm asking, is that something they were always planning to change so that they wouldn't have some kind of reveal of major plot points, or did they have to go back and reshoot big sections?
That's what I am saying. Yes, they had to go back, and so the reason why he gets his new shoes with JoJo, yeah, that was apparent. That was never going to be in the movie. They had to. That's a reshoot. They added that in. That JoJo is the one who gave him his shoes, meaning that that's a plot hole. If JoJo was originally going to give him his shoes in this movie, then with the ugly Sonic design, then why does he have the shoes? My reason
could have just been something that they changed in the trailers, because movies do stuff like this in the trailers all the time.
That's true, but I remember reading an article saying they didn't reshoot. So I did misspeak. They didn't have to shoot 75% of the movie, but they did have to reshoot the Tom scenes with Sonic because the actors were interacting with the ugly Sonic design. So you know how you've seen it in behind the scenes, right? Where whenever the actors need to talk to Sonic, they will have a plastic doll that they interact with. And
hang on, I actually have a thing here, because let me pull up the deleted scenes. That's not it.
That's the music video.
That's not it.
Yeah.
That's.
But yeah, so glad this movie did not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull this footage up because I have it here. That's Ben Schwartz.
I mean, after all, it did start, the comeback tour Sonic had.
That's not it either. Oh, that is a deleted scene. We can actually watch that real quick.
Oh boy.
That is not all of the deleted scenes, but
that's one of them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't really think, because I'm looking at this, and let me see here.
By the way, has Sonic 3 been released on home video yet?
It comes out in 10 days.
Yeah.
It's been out for like a month.
They're
on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, they're putting it off. I don't know why. Well, I know kind of why.
No, it's released on digital.
It's Crazy Carl.
Yeah. But
he was just sending traps or something.
Because I have the deleted scenes on this, because this is the Blu-ray, right? I have all the deleted scenes. And there's footage of the previs model of Sonic and Tom interacting with it. I will say that otherwise, though...
I mean,
Energizer.
Cells? Oh, Energizer.
D-cells.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind this in the actual movie.
Jim Carrey also confirmed they did have to do reshoots for the first one.
This is I'd say that this is, aside from Die Hard 3, this would be one of the only times that reshooting actually improved a film.
Yep.
And it's essentially seamless because you can't really tell where the reshoots start. Oh, there's a mellow yellow. Where the reshoots start and the original footage ends. Unlike, a certain Justice League we could talk about, or that stupid wig that David Cornsweat is wearing in certain shots in Superman, but not in others.
Yeah. Mustache.
Or the fact
Superman.
that they had to cut out 20 whole minutes.
Yeah, apparently they're cutting out 20 minutes of the film. That's interesting.
Wow.
If they kept the old design, it would have been a fucking gut punch. Yes, it would have. That's another one of those brown.
Frontiers would have to basically do double duty.
I was talking about.
No, it was M&M.
Oh no, I mentioned
brown Skittles don't exist yet.
I mentioned burnt Skittles, which is technically brown.
Yep. Okay. Oh god.
Yeah, that's the original Sonic design there.
It's old Sonic jump scare.
And I know you're real.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely the darkest timeline.
Okay, then.
Yep. That was, okay, I can see why that was deleted.
That was a good sequence, but it was better in the movie, I think. Yeah, and here's another deleted scene. Oh, yeah. This is actually...
Oh, this old Sonic new
Green Hills.
Yeah, I can imagine this being PS1 Green Hill Zone. Or, Sega
Looks
Saturn.
more like 3D... looks a bit like 3D.
3D Blast, yeah.
Okay, this is new Sonic.
No, I'd say that this is, this is ugly Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is obviously using Ben's original recording.
Yeah, this is a...
Yeah.
This is like a...
So, probably old Sonic.
Yeah, this is a recording that he did probably, like, over the phone so that they could get the timing up.
Yeah, because
I can hear that in his voice because he's got a little bit of a cold or something because his voice is kind of rattling.
What the fuck?
Well, see, that's the thing. This was reshot. This was shot before the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, it shot and redone because it's like stock footage combined with 3D.
Yeah.
So I guess Longclaw survived in this cut.
Yeah, so Longclaw was supposed to go with him to Earth in the original cut.
Low frame rate sequence directed by Peter Jackson.
Yeah. Oh. So it's... Oh, there we go. I don't wish they would have kept this.
Yeah, this is some stuff that was clearly from the trailer. Or from a trailer. Probably the second trailer because it's more finished,
so...
I will say, Kid Ugly Sonic doesn't look that bad.
Not compared to
Ugly Sonic happens.
Why did they make him so much more ugly as Teenage Sonic?
There it is.
Look at that. Look at that. That's awful.
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
Is his feet blue?
Yes.
Oh god, that's weird. That's true. And racist. But also true. I mean, I would be curious to see how the story would change with Longclaw being alive.
I think that would have just been too many characters.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they decided to kill her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so see, this is what was reshot. They had to reshoot and cut out Longclaw. So, yeah.
Oh, then.
Oh,
I guess you were gonna kill her off in the original.
Yeah, but it's just the way she died is different.
Oh.
And this sequence, this scene was cut out because.
Okay, never.
No.
That's the cave that Sonic was
in. Okay, so they should get through.
So that explains why he stays in
that
cave.
Dark.
Because it was Longclaw's in his home.
Let me see if I can find the other one. That's the menu background. That's the menu background.
Oh my god, what is that? That's terrible.
Okay. Oh, is this the gag reel?
Yeah, that's the gag reel.
Yeah, that's the gag reel.
Which one? Where am I? That's the music video
That's
again.
Music video again.
That's a trailer.
That's the trailer.
I didn't keep track of which ones I clicked on. That's the
main movie.
Okay, hang on.
That's Wade?
There's another one that I missed. I think this might be it.
Is it?
This is where Crazy Carl comes in.
Yeah, because the Longclaw one was the one I was looking for.
I guess I could I guess the Longclaw theme is understandable. It would be a bit too dark for a kid's movie. Sonic the Hedgehog burying his dead mom.
That's a little dark for a kid's movie, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can understand.
PG, okay, no, kids.
It is modern day PG Bender.
Well,
it's modern day PG Bender.
I don't care.
Well, I say modern day PG as if that's supposed to mean anything nowadays.
Yeah. You see, there's old school PG when they had balls.
There's a mutant sitting right next to you, Carl.
We seriously need to watch X-Men 97.
X-Men, X-Men.
I'd be willing to go back
Here's
to
the day.
Go into
that also would be a good idea too.
D batteries, big ones.
D batteries when I needed them.
Can we agree that that's a very suggestive joke right there?
Sonic.
Ironically, that'd be more accurate to the old version.
Yeah.
I'm glad they kept the drawing, but you know what? Considering that it was the old version, it makes sense why he would draw it like that. And then Ugly Sonic would then get a career in Disney movie. One of the weird... I don't know what was the deal they made to let them use Ugly Sonic in a Disney in that movie, but...
Bad movie Sonic don't go fast. Bad movie Sonic go slow.
I don't... one of these days I'm going to have to watch that movie again just to see it.
Alright.
Even if it is just for Ugly Sonic.
Alright, so
next tomorrow...
I'm not gonna...
we might as well be at the rate you're going, looking for what you're looking for.
That's Sonic.
I think it might just not be on this disc.
Wait, what was that back then?
No, it's just not on this disc. I think it was. I think that one was only on the 4K.
Right. So anyway, next time, I'm for Sonic. We will be continuing our path to find a way with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yes.
Hooray.
And next week we are
back in Middle Earth.
Yep, we are continuing our journey through Middle Earth in Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug.
Yes. Meanwhile,
tomorrow,
Four Rings.
Tomorrow is our last session of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, tomorrow is Avatar. Right after this, well, whoever wants can join me We're gonna keep rolling.
Until then, we'll